I'm here joined with Professor Sarah Wise in New Orleans for the American Academic Annual Conference. As well as a highly successful career as a US-based surgeon, you have lectured on various aspects of your field at conferences and events around the world. A partial reflection, perhaps, of the love of travel mentioned in your speaker biography notes. What aspects of international conferences do you find most useful for your work?
So I think regardless of the site of the conference, whether it's a regional meeting, national or international, there are really three things that are important during conferences. There's obviously the educational aspects. There's oftentimes work that the society or committees are doing during the conference. And then there are kind of the social and networking aspects as well. So one of the things that I really enjoy in international conferences is hearing talks, lectures, panels, different types of educational sessions from all of the experts in that region or from around the world, because these are things that we're not really exposed as much to in our regional or national meetings. And some people are working on some really innovative things. I think that one other thing that really deserves mention is that when we attend international conferences, it gives us time and the opportunity to understand some of the cultural differences in how healthcare is delivered in those places, and how different people have different access to healthcare, financial or payment systems, that sort of thing. And I think it's important for us to understand those differences around the world.
BACO 2020 is a large-scale conference with a lot of different elements, from the many talks and academic sessions to the various workshops, social events and networking opportunities. What overall aspects of the event are you most looking forward to?
So essentially at any conference, actually, I love the educational events. I love lectures. I love interactive sessions, especially when those occur. I also love to be able to meet some of the younger, more junior physicians, trainees, registrars, fellows, etc. I run our otolaryngology residency program at our university, and so it's really near and dear to my heart to interact with trainees and learn what the similarities and differences are in various nations and around the world.
What hopes do you have for BACO 2020 and similar conferences today? What topics or subjects would you like to see more widely discussed in the international ENT community?
Well, I always look forward to hearing new research and medical and procedural innovations. So that's one of the things that really draws me to conferences and excites me about attending. One of the things that we have started to discuss a lot more in the US are things like physician and surgeon wellness, burnout, work-life balance. I think that certain other countries do a much better job than we do in the US with handling those things. And so I'd certainly like to understand how different countries address those particular issues. So I think that those topics could be addressed a little bit more. I also think that really understanding our own social media presence as physicians and surgeons is important. Sometimes it's a fine line to walk with how much social media presence we have, and I really love to learn a bit more about the international aspects of how different countries and individual physicians handle social media as well.